Nation, welcome to the Duza Bear Digest for Friday, July 9th, 2021. On June 11th, 2008, Mary Simon, representing Inuit in Canada, sat in the middle of the House of Commons as then Prime Minister Stephen Harper made a historic apology to former students of residential schools. 13 years later, as the discovery of unmarked graves on the sites of former residential schools reopened the scars of that dark chapter, sadly, for far too many Canadian citizens as though it were the first time, Simon has been named as Canada's Governor-General. For constitutional monarchies like Canada, Governor-Generals are the head of state, a slightly more ceremonial position than U.S. presidents, but also rather more useful and certainly far less insulting. And while America has elected both a B-movie star and a reality TV show celebrity for their head of state, the least qualified Governor-General Canada's ever had was a twice-to-space astronaut. It's like police commissioners and sheriffs. In Canada, that role is filled with the best and brightest, people who have earned their way to it. Well, America elects people who often have to wear slip-on shoes because of mental incompetence or obesity. Now, parties who shall remain nameless often try to make Governor-General appointments a partisan issue. But the fact remains, almost none of the Governor-Generals in Canada's history have been partisan. Indeed, the job demands that they, like the Queen they represent, remain non-partisan. And even though they're both the head of state and commander-in-chief for Canada, the Governor-General isn't political. Instead, they are effectively the highest-ranking civil servant in the country, appointed for a term instead of elected, free of pandering to parties for support, regal without being crass. Constitutionally, they are the only person in the land with the power to dissolve government or call an election. And beyond either a vote of no confidence in the House or a general election, the Governor-General is the only person who can remove a prime minister should it prove necessary. And Mary Simon is the first indigenous person to hold that role. On this day in 1793, the Act Against Slavery in Upper Canada banned the importation of slaves and set to free those who were born into slavery after the passage of the Act once they turned 25 years old. I don't have a joke, we were just way ahead of America here. On this day in 1811, explorer David Thompson posted a sign near what is now Sacagawea State Park in Washington State, claiming the Columbia District for the United Kingdom, meaning most of Idaho, Oregon, and Washington State would be part of Canada now if Britain hadn't screwed us over in the negotiations that followed the War of 1812. On this day in 1993, the Parliament of Canada passed the Nunavut Act, setting to carve out the Nunavut territory for the Inuit people from the Northwest Territories on April 1st, 1999. Don't at me, I know Inuit and people mean the same thing. And that's today's Duza Bear Digest. See you tomorrow.